Hello everybody, this is 8-Bit Eric and Super Mario, and we wish you guys a very, very Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, Happy Holidays, Kwanzaa, Feliz Navidad, Happy Hanukkah everybody. It's the most wonderful time of the year, and Mario, what are you thankful for?
I'm thankful that you're never gonna be a YouTube partner because your show smells and stinks like shit.
Alright, well, thanks Mario. That's nice to know, but on the bright side everybody, this is going to be a special Christmas episode of the 8-Bit Eric Show, and...
Bah humbug!
Well, thanks Mario, that's way to be in the holiday spirit, jerk. Anyways, I'm going to share with you my first most memorable video game experience during the holidays, which I love the holidays, and it was always, running downstairs and seeing what new video games I got and what toys and everything. But there was one present that I got that it changed my life forever, and it's not emotional, but it impacted me, and I wouldn't be, anything that I am. As you can see, video games are my life, and that's when I got this for Christmas. The Nintendo Entertainment System. Now, this isn't the first one that I really got. My system that I got for Christmas I sold a long time ago. And I really wish I didn't, because that was my system. So Lord knows where my Nintendo's at. Maybe it's broken. Maybe it's in somebody's basement or attic. Maybe somebody destroyed it. Who knows? The NES forever changed my life, and when I was a kid, it was amazing. There's Super Mario Brothers and Duck Hunt and the Ninja Turtle games on there, and Skate or Die and Captain Skyhawk, Double Dragon, all sorts of games. The Legend of Zelda, and as a kid, it was just wonderful. It was just the best thing ever. And the holidays always brought the cheer of the family getting together and just, plugging in the controllers to the NES and just playing together. And I think that's where Nintendo succeeded when they made the NES, is that it brought families together. Nintendo still does that to this day with the Wii and the Wii U, hopefully. Bring everybody together in front of the TV and just play some games. And some of the best memories of my life were with the NES.
The Nintendo Entertainment System made its way into the living rooms of North Americans in 1985, and it helped revitalize the gaming industry after the game crash of 1983. Included with such peripherals such as Rob, the Zapper, and innovations as the D-pad on the controller, and games that were just classic, like the Mario Brothers, Legend of Zelda, and more. People loved the NES in the 80s. People would gather around and just play games. And when I knew that I would be receiving a present with the NES inside, I was ecstatic. Even Nintendo's commercials were epic. I mean, what 6-year-old kid in their right mind wouldn't want an NES after seeing this?
You tackle even the toughest challenge. Will you be the first to raise the incredibly accurate Zapper and play games like Duck Hunt or action-packed Hogan's Alley and high-flying Kung Fu, each sold separately? Will you be the one to experience the Nintendo Entertainment System? Comes with Rob, Zapper, Control Deck, 2 controllers, Gyromite, and Duck Hunt.
Nintendo's marketing of the NES was second to none. It was pure genius. They had it all covered, especially when it came to game selection.
A lot of people say that whatever your generation starts off with as far as consoles go, that's the thing that you hold the most to heart. And I guess since the first system I ever remember playing was the NES, I guess that's why it's so dear to me. But it was so great. I mean, I can't get enough of it. Now, I have a good number of NES games. I don't have them all, but the NES is perhaps my most favorite system to collect for.
I have about 300 games or so. The thing about the NES is that they're just so fun to collect for me. I mean, you have all the classics, you have the rare titles, you have the common titles, but the nostalgia value is just high for me. It's just fun to collect. Like, you know, I get off to talking to other NES collectors about what games they have. I'll sit there and talk Ninja Gaiden or Mickey Mouse Capade with them all day long. As I mentioned before, Nintendo had a massive library of official and unofficial games. Anything you could think of was on here. Franchises that were classic, games based on movies, video games, and more. Of course, you can't talk about Nintendo without talking about Super Mario Brothers, which, more than likely, is almost every single video gamer's first experience in the world of Nintendo growing up in the 80s. I know it was mine, because this game was packed in with almost every single Nintendo along with Duck Hunt. This game is considered the classic platforming game of our time. Super Mario Bros. 2 gets a lot of a bad rap from people in the gaming industry. However, I think it's a classic, and it helped introduce several elements into the Super Mario Bros. Franchise. Sure, it was a clone of Doki Doki Panic, but if you think about it, not many games are original anymore, especially in today's society. Everything's a shooter now, so, I mean, Mario Brothers had to be different. Lost Levels was almost exactly the same thing as the original Super Mario Brothers, and I think it was a good decision by Nintendo of America to just make Super Mario Brothers 2 different. Super Mario Brothers 3 is my favorite NES game of all time, and I think it's like the icing on the cake as far as establishing Nintendo as a force to be reckoned with. It was everywhere. Cereal, cartoons, shoes, clothes, McDonald's toys. Super Mario Bros. 3 had it all. And to this day, even 20 years later, PETA's coming after Nintendo over the Tanuki suit. So I guess Nintendo did something right. Legend of Zelda, one of Nintendo's classic, most beloved franchises, and my personal favorite, started off on the NES. If you haven't had a chance to play it, I think you've been living underneath a rock. This is one of the most classic NES games, and it's just nostalgic to me. I remember playing this as a kid and being completely lost, but that was the beauty of it. Mega Man is another classic series that originated on the NES. The games have a history for being great, yet very difficult. And there's just something about an NES Mega Man game that makes me smile. When Mega Man 9 and 10 came out and they were in 8-bit form, it was just great because it felt like the series had gone full circle, and it was paying homage to the classic charm that the NES Mega Man series have. The music is great, the gameplay is great. I can't get very far in them, but man, Mega Man is great. One series that I am going to recommend is one that I feel is actually one of Nintendo's most underrated franchises, Star Tropics. This game is almost like Zelda. It has several elements taken from those series, and it's a little bit quirky and difficult, but it's a fun game nevertheless. It's a shame that they haven't capitalized on this franchise because it does have kind of a big cult following. Now, I do have a confession to make. As a kid, I kind of knew I was getting an NES, not just because I asked for it, but because one day I was playing around in the garage and I saw a whole bunch of stuff covered underneath my blanket, which that looked suspicious, and my parents really didn't have a good job of hiding anything, but I lifted over the cover, like the blanket, and I saw it. The box. The box. Yeah, and you have no idea how hard it was for a 6-year-old, 7-year-old version of me to sit there and keep quiet about it and not be excited. Like, Christmas couldn't hurry any faster. It took years in my mind, and it's hard to just sit there and be like, oh my god, there's an NES in my garage and I can't open it and play with it, you know? And that's what made Christmas so special when you're a kid. It's just, it feels like it, like the weeks and days leading up to it just, you know, take a while to get there, and that time is treasured.
Now it doesn't even feel like Christmas anymore, aside from the decorations and everything. But Christmas just comes and goes way too fast nowadays, and I think everybody as a whole should just sit back, grab the D-pad, and enjoy the ride. God, that was pretty deep. That should be a song. Well, everybody, I think that's it for the Christmas special. I hope you enjoyed it. This is 8-Bit Eric, and happy holidays to everybody. Merry Christmas, and I'll see you in 2012. Be safe, everybody. Eat some cookies, drink some eggnog, and just sit down and enjoy the time with your loved ones. That's what it's all about. Do you think I would really let your Christmas be happy and joyful? I was sent here by somebody. Somebody who has a beef with you. And you won't get back what is rightfully yours. The Maxi 15 cartridge. What are you talking about? That son of a... Mamma mia!
Hey guys, you like this video? Be sure to check out my other videos here, and also subscribe. Thanks a lot. This is 8-Bit Eric, and I hope you have a nice day. Peace.